How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the garage. What are we working on today?
Today we're finally painting our budget show car. All right, if you guys are not aware, this is our 1993 Honda Civic that we're building into a budget show car. And we'll post some other videos of some of the work we've done, but we've been working on this thing for a while, and we're finally bringing it to the paint booth to get its fancy Lamborghini orange paint on it. We are excited.
So excited. It's been so long. How long have you had this car? Like 3 years?
I think 3 years, yep.
Crazy. So stuff's finally happening, man.
So Matt went and did a full look over on this thing. He put some decent wheels on and tires on it because it's winter time now. And he did an oil change, make sure all the fluids are good, and we're good to roll. So this is gonna be the first time that we've actually driven this car, because we've driven around town a little bit, but we've never taken it on the highway. So
this is gonna be interesting to see if it can actually get up to highway speed.
Yeah. But we'll find out. We're gonna get this thing running, hop in it, and take it to the paint booth. All right, guys, we are off on our first real journey with the budget show car Civic. And as you can see by all the holes that lead to outside, it's gonna be cold. So I'm bundled up and ready to go. So we're just barely doing 100 kilometers an hour. I think that's all this thing has. Gosh, it's got a little more. So I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you can hear the car. But it is not happy. My foot is to the floor and I can barely hit 100 kilometers an hour. If I let my foot off, it pops like crazy. Lots of backfiring. So we're gonna have to pull over and see what's going on. All right, Matt and I pulled over, took a look at the car, and it doesn't like when you give it too much throttle at once. So if I ease onto the throttle, it should be fine. And as soon as it shifts down a gear, it doesn't like that either. So I'm gonna have to keep it revving and be slow on the throttle, and we should be able to make it where we're going. We have about another 15 minutes to drive on the highway, so we'll do our best. Well, we can't go more than 60 kilometers an hour. So either the car's in limp mode or there's a sensor that's not working properly, because every time I give it throttle, it is not happy, and this is full throttle right here. So 60 kilometers an hour is about as fast as we'll be able to go. If I have my foot on the perfect spot, then we should be okay. But now we're gonna limp this car to the paint booth, and then hoping that we make there before it gets too dark. All right, guys, we made it to the shop. It only took about 45 minutes, maybe an hour to get here because of the car limping, but we are here, we're in the booth, and we're gonna start taking off all the things like the headlights, taillights, some trims. We're gonna take the trunk off so we can kind of paint the quarters around there. So yeah, we're just gonna get to that, take it all apart, mask it up, and paint it. So this is the spray booth we're using. It's kind of a little, like a shed built onto the back of a garage that we were able to rent. It's pretty nice. It's got good lighting. It's pretty clean. It's got all the filters we need, blower fan. So I just figured I'd give you guys a tour. Right now we're trying to figure out the chemicals and everything we have. We've got everything removed off the car. That needs to be removed. So we're keeping the headlights in because they're a little difficult to get in with the bumper, and we're afraid that after we paint everything, if we try installing these, we're gonna scratch the new paint. So I'm gonna leave those in and kind of shove them off to the side. But we were able to get the corners out. We got the doors off. The trims are off the doors. The side view mirrors off, so we can paint those separately. Trunk is off. Tail lights off. So we got everything stripped. We're ready to get to the point where we're just gonna start masking and taping everything. So it's a lot of work because we have little things like these little grills here that we're gonna wanna tape off and seal so we don't get overspray on those. So yeah, got a lot of prep ahead of us, but we're gonna get to it.
All right, guys, so this is day 2 of painting the Furious Civic. Unfortunately, Tim can't be here for a few days. He's gonna be here later in the week. So I'm trying to figure out how to use his GoPro right now. So this is where we're at right now. We got the Civic in the paint booth and we've cleaned it off. Currently we're taping it and masking it all off. And goal for tonight is to lay the primer, and tomorrow we're gonna come back and I think we're gonna spray the door jambs with color. And yeah, so we're just kind of working away here, getting everything masked off. It's a pretty big job, so we're doing the best we can here, and yeah, we're gonna lay some primer very soon. All right, guys, so sorry it's a little bit loud in here right now. We got the heater running because we got all the masking done, and we're just about ready to start spraying primer. So let's go have a look at the booth, see where we're at with the masking. Here's a look at the car. We got all the masking done on the car. We got the trunk lid here and both doors here. So everything is masked off, and we're just about ready for primer. We got to do one last cleaning on the car, and then we got to spray some adhesion promoter to the side skirts and both bumpers, all the plastics, and then she's going to be good to go. So we're getting pretty close here. All right, guys, this is day 3 of painting the Furious Civic. So last night we were out pretty late getting the car primed. So here's kind of where it is right now. So we got a nice couple of coats of primer on the car. And in doing so, we have now realized that there is some damage in the bodywork that we will need to fix yet. You can see there's some real bad pinholes over here. And we're still trying to figure out something for that. We got to work out a plan. So tomorrow Tim's actually going to be out here, and then we're going to kind of discuss it further, and we'll kind of see what the plan is for that. But for tonight, we've actually masked off the door jambs, and we're going to get them sprayed. So that's kind of what we're working on right now. So if you have a look here, we've got all this masked off, and we're ready to spray the door jambs. And we've got the doors set up here on the stands. They're masked off as well, so this is all going to get sprayed today. So at least we're still making progress, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do on the bodywork side of it, and then we'll go from there. But for now, let's get to spraying. Okay, guys, so we got the car all masked off, and we got it all clean. So now we're mixing up the primer. So we got an epoxy primer here. Getting it all mixed up and ready to spray. And we are excited. Look at all that pearl.
That is such nice paint. Okay, the car is all reassembled. Headlights, doors, trunk, taillights. So for right now, we are just keeping in primer like we said. We have a little bit more touch up and body work that we're going to do. So next step is to transport this thing to its winter storage. So let's start it up and get it out. Hey guys, so we didn't get a chance to film a good outro. We were kind of in a hurry with getting the car out to storage. We didn't really explain ourselves as to what we're doing. So as Matt kind of pointed out, there's a few spots on the car that need some work. Like there's some cracking in the bundle, there's some pits, and there's some spots that we just need to fix up. And we could have sprayed the car and it would have looked good, but not great. Or we could spend a little more time and get the body work perfect, and the paint's gonna look so much better. Like Dylan, our painter, kept saying, is we're gonna regret if we just sprayed it and didn't take care of those few little small things. So that's this video for now. We're going to continue with the car in the spring. So we have the car in storage right now, and the plan is to work on it in the spring, because right now we don't have a spot to do it. Yeah, we rented that shop for a bit, but it was kind of out of the way, and right now none of us really have time to put a lot of time into that car. Sadly, again, we're gonna have to wait a few more months until we can finally get the car painted, but I think you can see by some of those shots that orange paint looks good. So we are excited for the spring. We're gonna get that car painted. We have the spray booth lined up, we have everything lined up, we have the paint, we have the product, we have the know-how now, and the professionals to do it. Well, not us professionals, but the painter. And so, yeah, some exciting stuff to look forward to in the spring. For right now, we're still working on our Supra. And then there's also a couple motors being built, the one for Frankenstein's Civic, that's Matt's car, and then one for my SR20, my S14 Sylvia. So that's being built right now. So there's those things to look forward to. We're working on the Supra, gonna get that thing running. A few more things around the garage, and I know Matt just unveiled his snowmobile, so that'll be a fun thing. He's gonna have some videos coming out on like maintenance and sort of things like that on the snowmobile, and then there'll be some videos of us ripping it as soon as we get snow, because it's cold, but we haven't got snow yet. So there's some stuff to look forward to. It's coming in the future. Thanks for sticking around this long and listening to me blabber. We'll talk to you guys in the next video.